is a natural part of life. Rejoice for those around you who transform into the force. Yoda said that. In my year-end wrap-up, I'll talk freedom and charity, warfare and severity, celebrity chatter, and many a dark matter. My condolences in advance. I could be talking about Amy Vanderbilt, authority on etiquette, who died this day in 1974 from multiple head fractures resulting from a two-story fall. Or I could talk about Ferdinand the Great, King of Castile and first Emperor of Spain, who died on this day in 1065. However, we lost some good ones over the holidays and throughout 2016. Since this is my last segment of the year, I'm going to do my best to sum it up. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day, you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special. These lyrics had a special meaning this year as we lost English singer, songwriter, and pop star George Michael. His chart-topping days, both as part of the group Wham and as a solo artist, were filled with success, but also one of the most public coming-out stories of a public figure to date. While considered scandalous in its time, it's now apparent that George Michael's self-realization will be remembered as an act of bravery. You'll never find peace of mind until you listen to your heart, are his words. May he also be remembered for his generosity, his charitable gifts to LGBTQ, nursing, HIV/AIDS, and many other causes mark him as a great activist in addition to being a great performer. Also on Christmas Day, American astronomer Vera Rubin died at the age of 88. Rubin made many discoveries regarding galaxy rotation. Based on the curves of galaxies, it was determined that they must be spinning at extremely fast rates. This theory gave way to another theory. So if galaxies are rotating really fast, so fast that the laws of physics would have them flying apart, since the preconception was that gravity of the stars in each galaxy were what was holding galaxies together. However, galaxies are not flying apart, and therefore a huge amount of unseen mass must be holding them together. This is known as the galaxy rotation problem. Attempts to explain the galaxy rotation problem led to the theory of dark matter. Speaking allegorically, it's fair to say that 2016 was filled with huge amounts of dark matter. On December 2nd, at approximately 11:20 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, a fire broke out in a warehouse known as Ghost Ship. It had been converted into an artist collective, including dwelling units, and was located in the Fruitvale neighborhood of Oakland, California. 36 individuals died in that fire, many of them belonging to the Oakland artist and LGBTQ community. While we may feel that this building was structurally unsafe, we need to remember that for a lot of those in attendance, places like Ghost Ship are some of the only locations where they feel socially safe. Not to mention, on June 12th in Orlando, Florida, in a socially safe space, 49 attendees of the Pulse nightclub were killed in an act of hate. The attack is the deadliest single gunman mass shooting in the United States history, the deadliest incident of violence against LGBTQ people in U.S. history, and labeled as the deadliest terrorist attack on U.S. soil since September 11th. Rest in peace, brothers and sisters. It is pretty easy to slip into a state of apathy when it comes to the crises experienced in other places, as several hundred peace activists have started what they say will be a month-long protest march from Berlin to war-ravaged Syria to urge an end to the fighting there. Let us remember that almost 24,000 civilians and 7,500 military deaths have occurred since the start of the Battle of Aleppo in 2012. Let us also not forget two horrible days this summer. On July 5th, 37-year-old black man Alton Sterling was shot multiple times at close range while held on the ground by two white Baton Rouge police officers. And on July 6th, in St. Paul, Minnesota, Philando Castile, another black man, was fatally shot by a police officer during a traffic stop after disclosing that he was licensed to carry a firearm. And finally, a death we can all celebrate. The year that took David Bowie, Prince, Gene Wilder, Sharon Jones, and so many other brilliant entertainers. In a world where Britney Spears' death is faked by hackers and Princess Leia has left us for a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, let us also not forget that people die crossing borders and people die from treatable diseases with cures that they can't access, and people die because of the color of their skin. Yes, we can finally release that breath we've been holding from the pain and trauma that met us at every turn on this trip around the sun. The much-needed recovery from this journey will take time, but we cannot forget what is most important to us. Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind.